Hello everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing personality. So first of all, let us understand that what personality is not. Smiling face, positive attitude and friendliness is not a part of the personality. That does not form a personality of someone. Let us understand the background of it. Personality used in several senses. For example, people when people say that ABC employee or this and that employee has a good personality, so they might probably be referred to the person's or employee's physical appearance. So basically they might be talking about the physical appearance of an employee. Or sometimes people say that an employee should have or should possess more dynamic personality. In this thing that whatever we are talking about, that someone should have a dynamic personality, means we are expecting someone to behave in that way. Keeping that thing in a view, there is a no consensus or there is no common definition which has been provided by the psychologist, although we can call it as a different schools of thought have given different definitions to the personality. So therefore personality को अगर हम summarize करें तो personality is a dynamic concept है that describes the growth of and development of an individual. So it dynamics means it over the period of a time it changes, but it is not a spontaneous change that changes with the requirement. Now let us talk about the super important thing about personality. The word personality is derived from Latin word which is called as persona, and persona is nothing but it is a makeup that we use to change situation to situation. For example, we used to change our persona situation to situation. We used to behave differently in a varied situation. For example, if you are attending any classes, so talking about the example of offline class, right, where the teacher is teaching to you and you're listening to your teacher sincerity and the determination that you need to express while attending the classes, and you know that you are self-aware about that how to behave in a class and how to behave out of the class. When you are at your home you behave certainly different in a way, and when you are at your office or when you are at your classes, when you are at your professional work, you behave professionally and according to the situation. So this is what the persona means. Persona is talks about that, no, when we use different makeup for different situations. Now let us understand the meaning of personality. Personality is a relatively stable set of characteristics that influences an individual behavior. For example, if you are self-determined, for example you are extrovert, for example you are introvert, or maybe you are intuitive, so these are nothing but your characteristics, set of characteristics जो कि आपके बिहेवियर को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं. For example, if you are self determined, then this might result in dedication, discipline towards the attainment of your goal. So, whatever goal you would set, you will exhibit your discipline and dedication. So, what makes an individual behave in a consistent way in a variety of situations? This is called as a personality. So there are multiple definitions available in the literature, but no single definition is accepted to all by the personality theorists. Out in sum, the conclusion that we can talk about personality is that it is a pattern of relatively permanent traits. Talking about the permanent traits that I have talked about, like introvert, like extrovert, like intuitive, you are expressing your neuroticism, maybe self-disciplined, other things which are permanent traits of yours and unique characteristics that gives both consistency and individuality to person's behavior. So means that makes a person unique from others. So these are nothing which is called as a personality. So what personality includes? It includes behavior of a person, attitude, traits, reaction and interaction. So behavior is nothing but it is how a person would act in a certain situation. Attitude talks about the evaluative statement. It talks about the evaluative statements about something. Traits or the characteristics of an individual, maybe introvert, maybe extrovert, maybe neuroticism, maybe intuitive, maybe sensitive, maybe perceiving, it can be anything. And reaction and interaction with others. If someone is asking you what is your name, and someone is asking you what is the time now, and you're interacting, so it also includes your reaction and interaction. How would you interact with others? So it is a composition of behavior, attitude, traits and reaction and interaction. Now let us talk about the determinants of personality. So personality basically formed by heredity, which is a prominent one, environment and situation. So I believe that these three are really really important when we talk about physical appearance. In the start beginning of the slide that we have talked about, the physical appearance is something which is called as a heredity, that we actually inherited from our parents or ancestors. Environment would mean that we have been surrounded by the kind of people and situation. So talking about heredity, it is something that perhaps the most surprising and astonishing personality determinant is heredity. And the factors that has been determined by the birth. जब आप पैदा होते हैं आपको हाइट, आपकी फिजिकल अपीयरेंस, आपके फेशियल अट्रैक्टिवनेस, टेम्परामेंट, मसल कॉम्पोजिशन, लेट अस सी द एग्जांपल ऑफ इट. क्या हुआ, एक रिसर्च हुई जहाँ पे 100 ट्विंस को सेपरेट कर दिया उनके इमीडिएट आफ्टर बर्थ. एंड स्टिल उनको अलग करने के बाद उनकी जो ड्यू टू द हेरिडिटी, इट वाज कंक्लूडेड दैट 50% of the personality formed from their heredity. And although the parenting was different, talking about the environment, the things that occur around a person on a regular basis determine how that a person will behave and perceive themselves. For example, if you are working in an organization, that organization is a tech savvy, and if that organization is tech savvy, where you need to mark your attendance before 9 a.m. every morning and after 5 p.m., right? This is your in time and out time, and everything that you have to take into consideration. Using technology, you need to conduct meeting online, so you need to conduct meeting using some softwares. You're not supposed to take printouts, where that organization is working on the philosophy of a paperless. Now in that case, if you're using and referring and doing every task using a technology, that makes you tech savvy. So this is what that environment also helps us to form our personality, like family, friendships, family relationships, organizational relationships, workplace relationships, involvement in communities or cultures, like traditional practices, rules and regulations and values. Now let us talk about the essential determinant of personality, which is situation. It is a most challenging yet learning. And talking about situational factors, every day an individual has to interact with number of situations. Everyone faces हर तरह के different situation face करता है, and which are not constant. Today you might face different, tomorrow you might face different. It is not going to be same for the days to come. So an individual personality, although generally stable and consistent, but does change in different situations. You need to behave different in different situations. So different demands of situations call forth different aspects of personality. So different demands of the need, different demands of the situations आपको फोर्स करती है डिफरेंट एक्सपेक्ट ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी को एग्जिबिट करने में. सो सिचुएशन आइदर एनकरेजेस और डिस्करेजेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, MS Dhoni had faced lot many situations where he had to face lot many pressures and his team was in a midway, जहाँ पे वो हार भी सकते हैं और जीत भी सकते हैं. So he exhibited his strong character according to situation, क्योंकि stressful थी, and he handled that situation in a very cool and calm nature. That is why the name of Captain Cool has been given to MS Dhoni. So this situation has made him Captain Cool. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching.